With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Welcome to my podcast. My name is Jackie K, and this is Sipping with Jack. On this episode of Sipping with Jack, we'll be discussing unpopular music opinions, because I know we all got some. Also, we'll be highlighting the cocktail of the podcast, which is a passion fruit delight cocktail. This is a yummy and strong party drink that is perfect for your Labor Day weekend barbecues. Now let's get sipping. So the funny thing about unpopular music opinions, or just unpopular opinions in general, I'm gonna be honest, they're not really unpopular. Most of us already think about those opinions anyway. But my unpopular opinions are truly unpopular, y'all. Y'all might be triggered. Y'all might be offended. And I said again, your faves ain't my faves. And let's just get into it. So the first unpopular opinion that I wanted to talk about is Cardi B. And necessarily, I don't dislike her. I don't have any ill will against her. I'm not like a Barb stan where I just cannot mess with Cardi. But honestly, my unpopular opinion is I literally forgot Cardi existed for a long second until the VMAs happened, and now this resurfaced Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef is happening. I literally forgot who she was. Like, sis, she brought out her first album, and now I'm just like, when they say about Cardi B, like, they start talking about her, I'm like, oh yeah, Cardi B, girl, I forgot about you. I feel like society hyped her up a lot, and I feel like she did meet our expectations, but now she's just another artist. She's not really special, and I hate to say that, and I know some of y'all are going to come for my throat, but like, Cardi's just there at this point now. I don't feel any way about her. I literally forgot she was there. And that's some true tea, y'all. The next unpopular opinion I have, and y'all will be shook about this, and I do not apologize for this. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I think that Taylor Swift is the most unlikable individual in the music industry. And hear me out for all the Taylor Swift fans or stans, because I know she just dropped her new album. I have not listened to it. Don't actually really care to listen to it. And actually her last album, I think it was Reputation, that came out. I only heard 2 songs because they were on the radio. I didn't go out of my way to listen to it. But the only reason I feel like Taylor Swift is so unlikable, because I feel like she's low-key a narcissist, and she is a bully. So I don't understand how she's so well liked. I feel like she's manipulated a lot of her fans to think that she's a great individual, this great person, when in reality she is just plays the victim mentality card all the time, and yet she's still a bully at the same time. Mind you, Taylor Swift has been in so many feuds with individuals that it's crazy. And y'all want to say she likable. Okay, I was reading an article where it lists all the feuds Taylor Swift has been in. She's been in 11 feuds since she's been in the game. She's been in so many feuds. She's almost at the same rate as Iggy Azalea, before she came back, because Iggy that chick. Iggy that chick now, but like she wasn't before, so that's another topic. But Taylor Swift is just, I really believe she's beyond problematic, but people don't want to think that she's problematic. And that makes me mad. Like, she bothers me, y'all. I really feel like she's beyond unlikable, and she likes to call out everyone, but she never takes accountability or responsibility for herself. Mind you, she's been in 11 feuds with people, and yet she's not the instigator. She doesn't take accountability. for anything. Like, she does nothing wrong. And that's what bothers me. Taylor, honey, you the common denominator out of all of these feuds. So you're just telling me everyone just is bullying you for no reason. Which, I do believe bullying is a serious topic, and I do believe that it's something that needs to be taken seriously. But with Taylor Swift's situation, I believe that there's something else going on. For example, Katy Perry, who she had a beef with they mended their long-term beef like last year. But Katy Perry did state that Taylor Swift is just Regina George. Like, she's a Regina George. I don't know what that means, but it means something. And then Taylor Swift, did the shady thing of basically lying on Kanye West. And I know some people have their own opinion about that. But she literally started lying on him. Kim Kardashian calls her out, posts that video. And this is never even came back to say, oh yeah, my bad, I was wrong. She basically just kept saying she was the victim. And then had the nerve at the end of it to be like, in 2019, mind you, she's still holding on to this 10-year feud, which I think everyone's over it. Taylor just wants to act like the victim, which is very problematic. But she was quoted in 2019, back in January, saying, "It would be nice if we can get an apology from people who bully us. But maybe all I'll get is the satisfaction of knowing I could survive it and thrive in spite of it." Homie, sis, you're the one who lied on Kanye West, not the other way around. So that's why I don't understand how Taylor Swift is as liked as she is, because she is problematic. She is low-key a covert bully, and she never takes accountability for anything, and it really truly bothers me. And if you are a stan of Taylor Swift, just look into her for 5 seconds. Just think that there's maybe something a little wrong. How many artists do you know that have that many situations or problems with other individuals, and yet they never take accountability for anything they're involved in? Okay, sis. We'll move on. So the next individual I'll be talking about, oh child, is Kodak Black. There is just something about this man that is so unlikable, just like Taylor Swift, but in a different way, because there's actual issues with him and there's problems that surround him versus being a kind of bully victim mentality situation that Taylor Swift has. For example, Kodak Black is just problematic on his own, like on his own accord. He doesn't need anybody else to show how problematic he is, which, it's nice when somebody does bad all on their own. But the real reason that I'm going to list why I find him just beyond unlikable is, first of all, he says that he doesn't like black girls like that. Literally a quote from him. Which, you know what? You have your own preference. You can do whatever you want. I don't believe that we should be like, oh, they don't date, blah, 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 all that stuff. I don't believe in that. But the thing that kind of bothered me was why he says he doesn't like, black girls like that, and he doesn't like people who are his own complexion, is because he says light-skinned women are easier to break down. Sir, what are you breaking down? Are you trying to break down their emotional state, physical state, mental state? I don't get that. And he was basically trying to say that, black women are just too hard for him to deal with. I don't get that. That's kind of weird to actually say out loud and do him, I guess. The other thing is, he's just beyond disrespectful. If you guys remember, back earlier this year, Nipsey Hussle unfortunately was tragically murdered in front of his store, and that shook a lot of people, especially his fiance at the time, which was Lauren London, and also the father of her child. She really dealt with it hard because that's her man. Her man passed away. But you know what Kodak Black does? In true Kodak Black fashion, He literally posts saying, I'll give Lauren London a whole year because she might need a whole year to be crying and stuff for him. My dude, someone literally just passed away and you're trying to shoot your shot at his fiance. Are you dead serious, sir? Or are you dead serious? And you know what puts the cherry on top of this whole messed up situation of him trying to shoot his shot? He tries to apologize because he got so much backlash for this situation, which is not even an apology. It was literally a slap in the face. But this is the quote. He says, if I disrespected you, Lauren London, in any shape or form, I am sorry. And then he puts the nail in the coffin by saying, even though I didn't. My goodness, y'all. My goodness. This man, I don't know. It's just he's so, I don't know. I don't want to say like, he don't got no brain cells because that's mean to say. I truly am not a mean person like that. But I'm just like, can you not read the room? Do you not know that someone literally just passed away? You're trying to holla at their fiance. Like, literally, let people breathe for 5 seconds. And yes, yeah, you said, oh, I'll give her a year because she'd be crying and stuff about him. That's even more insensitive and disrespectful. And for him to even say, hey, I apologize if I hurt you, but I didn't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired of him. Also, if you guys didn't know, Kodak Black is in jail right now. He's just pled guilty for, I believe, federal gun charges. So he's about to be facing like 10 years in prison, which I don't wish on anybody, but like, if you do the crime, you do the time kind of situation. And also, he has other cases against him at the time, which include like sexual misconduct. I believe that's what it's called. And then he also has a rape charge against him, which already makes me feel like, why are people supporting him? He doesn't seem like the greatest individual or the greatest person. And I know some of y'all will be like, oh no, you just mad because they say you don't like black girls. No, I don't care about that, truly and honestly. And if you see Kodak Black, honey, I ain't jealous about nobody. Y'all can have him. And that's facts right there. But let's go on and take our little drink break for the moment. So now I'll let you guys know how to make a passion fruit delight cocktail. This cocktail is both yummy and strong. And when I mean strong, you can't taste that liquor. And that liquor will sneak up on you. Just to let you know, a little warning. But if you are brave and you want to try something new, let me tell you about this recipe. What you'll need is Malibu passion fruit rum, or you can use any passion fruit flavored rum. I would suggest a Malibu just because that passion fruit flavor, yo, legendary. I have not found anything that tastes just like a passion fruit before, but Malibu, they secured the bag. Also, you'll need Welch's passion fruit juice, and you'll need some Sprite. So the recipe is very simple. This is a single serving recipe, but you know Labor Day is coming up, so you can make bigger batches if you need to. Just adjust the recipe as you see fit. You'll need 1 ounce passion fruit, Malibu rum, and then you'll need equal parts passion fruit, juice, and Sprite. And there you go, y'all. That's how simple and easy that drink is. Y'all know the recipe. Let's get to mixing. And now let's get sipping back to this podcast. Now that you guys have your drink together, sitting and chilling, let's get back to this podcast. Also, a disclaimer. I have been sipping on this drink. So if the first part sounds a little slurred or just a little word sound off, it's because of that drink. So please proceed with caution drinking that because it will sneak up on you and you might not know. And I'm at that point right now where I don't know. But let's get back to the next topic. So speaking about unpopular music opinions, the other unpopular music opinion I have is that Missy Elliot in her Vanguard Award for the VMAs, I feel like it was way too damn late. Maybe I'm the only person that believes that, but I feel like Missy Elliott should have had her Vanguard Award so much earlier than she did. I was actually shook that even J-Lo got a Vanguard Award before Missy, and we all know J-Lo wasn't even singing the first couple of years she was an artist. Homegirl was lip singing, and I know, don't at me, but if you go back to listen to her catalog, you might notice that she sounds...
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
A little different is because she wasn't singing in the first part of her years. Being a music legend. I'm just saying, don't at me. Maybe that's my other unpopular opinion. I don't like J-Lo. I don't. I'm sorry. She does have bops, and I will give her that. Like, she has really good bops, and I feel like now she actually sings her music. But in the beginning, J-Lo was not singing her own songs, and she was basically stealing songs from other people, aka Usher, aka Ashanti, my queen Ashanti. Yo, she was out here thieving, and she's better now, I guess. But Missy Elliott, I feel like for her to get her Vanguard Award as late as she did, I feel like they didn't really look at Missy Elliott being that sis. Like, Missy Elliott has changed the game. If y'all remember, Missy and Timberland were those music producers back in the late 90s or early 2000s. They shaped a lot of music at that time and even changed the way we listen to music now because of what they trailblazed and did back in the day. But y'all be sleeping on Missy so hard, and it was offensive, straight offensive. Like, I'm happy that she got it, but I feel like at this point, like, y'all should have done it eons ago, especially before J-Lo. But you know what? I digress. The next unpopular opinion that I have, it's an interesting one. If you guys listened to my podcast last week, you would remember for my Trigger Trish section, I was talking about Selena Gomez and her friend Francia Rizza. And yet again, I apologize if I'm not saying your name correctly. I'm tipsy and I'm not really great at pronouncing names, so I guess that's my answer to what I just said. Anyway, oh my gosh, I might be drunk. I really apologize. I think I might be drunk. But anyway, my other popular opinion is Selena Gomez. And somebody was asking me, like, how do you really feel about her, sis? Because you talked about her pretty passionately last time about her stealing the kidney. And yes, I said stealing because homegirl stole and ran. Girl ran back into the nightclub. Oh my goodness. Yes, she did. But anyway, somebody was saying, how do I feel about her? I really don't have that strong of an opinion about Selena Gomez. Musically wise, I feel like Selena Gomez is the veggie tray of the music industry. And hear me out. When I think of Selena Gomez, first of all, I think of Love Me Like a Love Song, which is a bop. Literally one of the best songs still to this day. But I think of Selena like a veggie tray. Like, you know when you go to a party and they have a veggie tray, it's like, oh wow, that was nice. But like, am I really gonna eat it? Am I not? I might grab a couple of carrots, grab a couple, a little scoops of ranch, maybe even a broccoli stem. But other than that, if that veggie tray was never at the party, I would not cry about it. If somebody brought the veggie tray, then I'd be like, it's here. That's kind of how I feel about Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez does that to me for music. Like, her songs are okay. Like, I would never be mad if somebody put a Selena Gomez song on. Like, I wouldn't be like, Selena Gomez. I would be like, okay, Selena Gomez is on. That's fine. But I'm never going to be mad if Selena Gomez never pops up on my playlist. I'm going to be honest. to me, as a person, this is separate from musically, as a person, I feel like she is too much, but nothing at all at the same time. Like, she does this kidney stealing situation, which is like, whoa, sis, that's too much. But then in her whole life, in general, it's like, she's not doing that much to make me interested in her life. So that's what I mean. She's like too much, but nothing at the same time. And I know that sounds a little harsh, but Selena, be happy that you're the veggie tray of the music industry. Like, people won't be mad at a veggie tray. Like, nobody mad at you, but, like, nobody really wants you. Like, people want you because you're there, but, like, people don't go searching for you when the party is done. Nobody's like, oh, girl, where did you get that veggie tray? You can get a veggie tray anywhere. It's generic. It basic. I've talked about all my unpopular opinions. I might make a part 2 to this, just because, I don't know. I got more opinions. This is nice. I'm drinking. I'm feeling it. I like it. But anyway, just let me know in the comment section if you guys would like to see another part 2. It's totally up to you. I'll listen to the crowd. Unlike Kodak Black, I'll listen to you guys, and, you know, we'll have a back and forth conversation. You feel me? But to end this podcast, I will do my Trigger Trish section. This isn't really a story, per se. This is kind of like, what? You know what? This is just my opinion, girl. Again, with unpopular opinions. So true. So anyway, I was in the car today, just driving, doing my grocery shopping, running errands, and I heard a commercial. And yes, I know some of you guys are like, wait, sis, you listen to commercials on the radio? Yes, I actually listen to the radio. I don't have Bluetooth in my car. Yes, I'm still living in like 2004, but it's okay because it makes me humble. You know what I'm saying? You know, what would be life if you can listen to any song you want at any time? I'm just kidding. It's rough, but let's go to the actual story. So the story is, I was driving in my car, I was listening to the radio, and a commercial came on that kind of surprised me. To be honest, I heard this. It was a commercial for Juul, which is a e-cigarette. Yeah, it's just an e-cigarette. And it's widely known for being like a gateway drug for teenagers. That's all I've heard. It's like, it's epidemic. All these teenagers are juuling. The first time I heard about juuling, I thought it was an actual drug until someone's like, no, it's an e-cigarette. So I'm like, why is everyone tripping about e-cigarette? Like, until I dug in more about juuling, or just Juul in general, and I'm like, yeah, there's something seriously wrong about this whole situation. But when I was listening to the commercial, it was basically talking about this lady and her husband. And basically her husband was a cigarette smoker, like chain smoker, like heavy. He would smoke all the time. He would have a puff of smoke around him. Literally, the commercial said he had a puff of smoke always around him. He was like, I always wanted to hang out with my wife, but I always had to be outside smoking a cigarette. So that created a wedge in our relationship. And then she was also saying like, oh, he wasn't barely at our wedding because he was smoking all the time. Like, literally, they made it seem like this dude loves cigarettes more than his wife. And basically, now he has the option of juuling, so now he can be with his wife again. And, quote, the commercial said, I'm literally laughing. The commercial said, thank you, Juul. I can have my husband back. And I was like, wait, what? Like, your man's is smoking that hard that you literally have to thank an e-cigarette company for you to have your husband back, sis. I'm shook who you're trying to attract in this target. Like, this commercial confused me because Juul, they've been in trouble for marketing towards teenagers. So that's kind of like why they're, like, I guess, a horrible company. I don't know. Because they targeted towards teenagers. But this commercial shook me because I feel like they were targeting me, like my demographic, my age of individuals, and I was confused because I'm like, no, like, people don't do this. You can't do this. And mind you, this guy was saying he was smoking a pack a day, and he's like, oh, I can take a Juul, puff 2 or 3 times and be good. That literally shows how much nicotine is in a Juul, and that seems hella dangerous. I don't know about you, but I feel like this triggered me to think, like, who was listening to this commercial and thinking, oh, juuling is okay, it saved a marriage, and now he doesn't have to smoke cigarettes that much because he's juuling. But people don't know that you're substituting a cigarette to literally a stronger cigarette. So I looked up a little information about a Juul pod, because when he said I cut back from smoking a pack a day to 2 or 3 puffs, I'm like, yo, my nigga, this Juul must be crazy, like really, really crazy. And I guess I never understood like what the news outlets were doing with this story, because I don't have a teenage kid. I'm not a teenager. Why do I care? But now I do care, so I did look it up. So apparently, according to the Juul website, 1 Juul pod is equivalent to 1 pack of cigarettes, or 200 puffs. In general, I was looking up, that's more than what's in a typical e-cigarette. But diving a little more, and not just taking the Juul website information, I found out that a regular pack of cigarettes, just 1 cigarette pack, of regular strength, I guess, I don't know the strength of cigarettes, but a regular pack of normal cigarettes is 24 milligrams of nicotine. That's how much nicotine is just in a regular pack of cigarettes. A Juul pod, which kind of looks like a flash drive, which I didn't know, but it does look like a flash drive. In 1 Juul pod, it has 69 milligrams of nicotine in it. So literally you have 2 packs of cigarettes in a little Juul pod, and y'all hitting that. Like, I'm shook. Like, honestly shook. Here's another fact. With a extra strength cigarette, it contains 3.6% nicotine in that extra strength cigarette, right? A Juul, in comparison, if it was in a cigarette, contains 5% of pure nicotine in it. Y'all, please, if you don't listen to anything of this podcast, please listen. Please do not smoke Juuls. Please do not do anything that risks your health, especially your lung health. Because, sis, I don't know if you know, but you need your lungs to breathe. And I feel like it's a mad whack. Oh my gosh, I sound like a grandma. I apologize. But like, it is not good to be smoking, especially so young. And it's not even you're smoking like regular cigarettes. You're like smoking the crack of cigarettes. It's like completely a big jump. And I understand that's why parents are outraged about it. Because I honestly didn't know the impact it had until I listened to that radio commercial that actually targeted me, and I was shook. I was like, there's something wrong with this, and I felt icky just listening to it. So it made me do my research, do my homework, because that's what a good consumer does, and just read all this information, which isn't good for you. So please, if you guys like my drunk rant, just know, please do not smoke Juuls, and don't even smoke cigarettes. Please just let it go, baby girl or baby boy. Just let it go. You don't need that in your life. Just be healthy. Just don't do that. But anyway, I want to thank you guys again for listening to Sipping with Jack. I personally had a fun time because I feel like the progression of the podcast, I was getting a little more sloppier, and I'm gonna have so much fun recording this, or oh my gosh, I just recorded it, but I'm going to have so much fun editing it, because honestly, on my side, it sounds like a mess, but I hope you guys like it. Please keep watching, keep listening. My podcast is available on all streaming platforms. Please just let me know if you guys like this. any other topics you guys want to talk about. Next week, I have a little fun topic that we're going to discuss, but it's going to be a surprise. Just thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week, and hope you guys enjoy your Labor Day weekend. I'll see you later, and please keep on sipping this whole weekend, y'all. Turn it up.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.